On the news tonight, federal government takes steps to uphold ethical standard in oil and gas operation in Nigeria. ASU suspends 2-week warning strike, gives 1-month ultimatum to the conclusion of renegotiation of 2009 outstanding issues. Good evening and welcome to the English version of Nta Ijebu Ode at 7, coming from our heritage station. I'm Oyofil Mushola, and here are the news in details. Nurturing a new generation of innovators in Nigeria's oil and gas sector hinges on ethical governance as the fulcrum between success and failure. This is the focus of the 4th Biennial International Conference organized by the Petroleum Training Institute in collaboration with the Petroleum Development Trust Fund in Abuja. Lydia Sampson reports.
As the industry evolves, the call is for transparency and accountability to drive leadership in order to cultivate trust among stakeholders and communities.
The PIA's architecture segregates regulatory, commercial and operational roles to avoid conflicts of interest and promote transparency. Now this means that in training, we must embed modules on regulatory compliance, ethics in petroleum operations, host community engagement, contract oversight and audit culture.
They insist that ethical practices must empower innovators to develop sustainable solutions, optimizing resources while minimizing environmental impact. This approach is expected to foster resilience, attract investment and promote technological advancement, an essential tool for national development.
African hydrocarbon resources remain pivotal to the continent's economic development and energy security. However, the sector faces significant challenges such as inadequate infrastructure, insufficient investment, and energy poverty.
Over the years, this conference has become a premier platform where researchers, industry leaders, policymakers, and technologists converge to interrogate developments shaping the industry. Its emphasis on science, technology, and innovation aligns squarely with PTDF's mandate to build indigenous human capacities and advance technological competence across Nigeria's petroleum sector.
Ethical governance, the bedrock of Africa's hydrocarbon future. So when we speak about Africa's hydrocarbon future, we must be clear. It is not merely about how many barrels of oil we can produce or how much gas we can monetize. It is fundamentally about whether we can govern these resources in ways that build trust, attract sustainable investment.
By embedding integrity in policy and operation, Nigeria can transform its oil and gas landscape, encouraging fresh ideas that not only spur economic growth, but also uphold social responsibility for lasting impact. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
More than 15 West African countries have converged on Abuja, Nigeria for the maiden West African International Conference on Climate Change and Just Energy Transition. The conference, organized by the West African Science Service Center on Climate Change and Adapted Land Use in collaboration with Nigerian Ministry of Environment, seeks to galvanize African scientific and intellectual communities towards evidence-based climate actions and a just energy transition on the climate. Charles Alpha reports.
The African continent, like many others across the world, faces the harsh and escalating impacts of climate change. With several African countries, African nations, including Nigeria, bearing the brunt, there is a growing demand for evidence-based solutions. That is the focus of this conference. It seeks to galvanize Africa's scientific and intellectual communities, working in synergy with political leadership and global partners towards developing practical, evidence-driven responses to climate crisis.
Our contribution to the science and knowledge of science on the subject of climate change is still not what it should be when we look at the other parts of the world. So we need to strengthen that.
2 weeks ago, President von der Leyen announced during the Global Gateway Forum in Brussels a 618 million euros Team Europe package to accelerate Africa's clean energy transition.
And
Minister of Environment, Balarabe Abbas Lawal, while declaring the conference open in Abuja, reaffirmed that Nigeria's commitment to a just energy transition is clear, deliberate, and rooted in the belief that no one should be left behind in the journey towards a low-carbon and climate-resilient future.
We must see science as part and parcel of trying to address climate change. We must educate people to understand climate change. We must do research in the area of climate change so that we can understand its dynamics, the way it's moving, and how we can confront it.
Outcomes of the WASCAL Climate Conference are expected to translate into concrete national and regional policies that accelerate Nigeria's energy transition and sustainable low-carbon development.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, has announced suspension of the 2-week warning strike declared on 13th October 2025. Addressing the media, ASU President Chris Piwona said the decision followed the swift interventions by chairmen of Senate committees on tertiary education and TED Fund, Labour and Deputy Senate President Bariu Jibrin. P1 said NEC of the union resolved to suspend the strike to reciprocate the support of Nigerians. However, a 1-month window is given to government to conclude the ongoing renegotiation of the 2009 federal government and ASU outstanding issues. The union appeals to patriotic Nigerians and key players in education to prevail on government to speedily conclude the renegotiation of the 2009 arrangements and other outstanding issues. Tricycle operators within garages in Ijebu Ode local government area have appealed to the concerned authorities to stop transport union from extortion. This became necessary to prevent breaking down of law and order between tricycle riders and unions in Ijebu Ode over issue of ticketing. Okpeyemi Adeumi has the details.
Following the announcement of the suspension of operations of tricycle riders in park within Ijebu Ode Township by the Executive Chairman of Ijebu Ode Local Government, Honorable Dario Alebiosu, a visit to some parks where tricycle riders operate revealed that there are partial compliance with the order, while reverse was in case in some places, including Ibefun Idowa Garage. The Executive Chairman of Ijebu Ode Local Government, Honorable Dario Alebiosu, while speaking on reason behind the suspension, explained that the action was taken to forestall breaking of law and order amongst the union.
It's an internal crisis. They need to resolve it. Once they resolve it, then there's no problem. But it's not that we ban them all over. It's our garages only. The message is clear. It's within the Ijebu Ode garages. It's not to ban them in totality.
Although some tricycle riders were seen roving the streets of Ijebu Ode without any harassment from any quarters.
Nobody has disturbed or harassed me because I didn't park at any garage.
Chairman Tricycle Owners and Rider Association in Ijebu Ode Garage, Benga Ogunsomi, decried the level at which the union are extorting tricycle owners and riders in the name of daily ticket.
Tora, Ati, Roto. There is a disagreement between us and the union. The fight is not because we want to harm each other, but to understand how the ticket system works and how the money is being shared. The ticket money goes like this. First ticket, 300 naira, which is for the local government. Second ticket, 200 naira, another for local government. Third ticket, 500 naira, union ticket. Then later, they come again to collect another 200 naira, which is for the local government ticket again. Confusion now is, why are they collecting all these tickets and how the money from them is being shared?
The association therefore appealed to concerned authorities to, as a matter of urgency, intervene to forestall escalating crisis. In Ijebu Ode, Okpeyemi Adeumi, NTA News.
You are still watching the English version of NTA Ijebu News at 7. We'll be back after this time out.
Is the worker now? What's in they do you? Kola Alpha. Oh, talk to Kola. But she don't believe that she be my only babe. Hello, BC. BC. Ha. She don't cut Kola. No. Okay, please now. What's in? What's happen now? Now what she they do? She go say make I no follow babe. Talk. Make I no look babe. Impossible. Bro, Sabek, calm down now. Don't mind them. I go call you for phone. No be, bro. Hello. Make I no lie you. That babe said she fine. I even call her number. We even come up, but we don't do anything. We just dance. What's up with that?
Free on Glow Top Master. Talk for 6 minutes and get 6 minutes free. Plus 15 megabytes of data. Free. Dial *606#. New customers also enjoy a welcome bonus. Glow Unlimited. Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural extension and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
Wonderful world of Sure Clean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with Sure Clean. Sure Clean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean white in all colors, Sure Clean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of Sure Clean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. Sure Clean detergent makes your family clean and happy. Sure Clean detergent. Happiness with every wash.
Welcome back and thank you for joining us. In keeping Nigerians' democracy alive and looking ahead of ongoing reforms in the electoral processes, the National Assembly is being commended for its efforts in the ongoing review of the Electoral Act 2022. This was at the colloquium on 10 years of leadership of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu as chairman of INEC. Timothy Yusuf tells us more.
With the team strengthening Nigeria's democracy, reflections on the decade of INEC leadership, organizer of this colloquium, the Center for Transparency Advocacy, believes that it is to reflect on a defining era in Nigeria's democratic journey, the 10 years of leadership of Professor Mahmoud Yakubu as chairman of INEC. Not merely to celebrate tenure, but to reflect, review, and recommend, to identify what has worked, where challenges remain, and how to collectively strengthen the electoral process going forward.
He democratized information by true consultation with stakeholders and strengthened the Commission's internal systems. Importantly, he opened INEC doors to wider civil society, media, and other groups.
Panelists advocated for prompt conclusion of the ongoing efforts to amending the 2022 Electoral Act and Constitution, believing that early assent will give INEC the opportunity to plan adequately, incorporate new provisions, and test innovations well ahead of the next general election.
Political parties were made to own the system of uploading their candidates using technology under the supervision of INEC. Political parties were made to own the system of uploading their own party agents who will observe elections.
As we celebrate his legacy, we also affirm the principle he has championed throughout his career, that elections are not events but processes, not performances of power but instruments of accountability.
The new commission, the one that is on ground now, must learn from the weakness of the Mahmoud era.
Acknowledging leadership and achievements under Professor Yakubu's leadership, speakers cutting across all election stakeholders maintained that INEC has recorded remarkable gains, from the deployment of technology through BVAS and IREV to improved logistics planning and stakeholder engagement. Timothy Yusuf, NT.
The Federal Road Safety Corps is warning Nigerians, especially motorists and commuters, against distracted driving and the dangerous practice of scooping fuel from falling tankers, identified as contributing to the road traffic crashes in the country. Corps Marshal Shitu Mohammed ended this warning at an Ember Mountain sensitization campaign in Abuja. Okmayemi Ajayi has the details.
Now, in the middle of the Ember months, activities of the Federal Road Safety Corps is on top gear, especially its campaign activities, warning motorists against road traffic offences. This time around, stand against distractive driving becomes the major concern as the Corps Marshal Sheikh Mohammed, represented by the Corps Public Education Officer Shagun Ogundemide, took the campaigns to Jabi, Zuba and Guarupa parks, asking commercial bus drivers and tricycle riders to act right.
If your driver is making call while driving, that's distracted driving. Please advise him. If your driver is drinking or eating while driving, please tell him he's distracted driving. And if your driver is even making overtaking at a wrong place, it's distraction, because definitely it will derail. And these are the things that lead to road traffic crashes. And it's not just about internal distraction. We have external distractions. And that's why we are telling drivers to adopt defensive driving.
Top among its major areas of concern is cautioning Nigerians to desist from engaging in the acts of fuel siphoning and scooping, noting the dangers inherent is more than the gains. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
As he opens his defense in the terrorism charge against him before the Federal High Court, Abuja, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nta Ijebu, has listed former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, San, as one of the defense witnesses. Kanu, as a defendant in a fresh motion he personally signed and filed on 21st October 2025 before Justice James Omotosho, assured the court of his readiness to open his defense as ordered by the court. During the defense, Nnamdi Kanu intends to call 23 witnesses, divided into two categories of ordinary but material witnesses and vital and compliable witnesses. He prays that the court, in view of the number of witnesses he intends to call, the court should consider granting a 90-day time frame to enable him to conclude his defense. Meanwhile, a magistrate court in Abuja has ordered the remand of Kanu's counsel, Nta Ijebu, and 12 others who were arrested during the protest organized by Omoyele Sowore on Monday against the hip-hop leaders, continued trial and detention. The police charged the 13 persons with various offences, including criminal conspiracy, disobedience of a lawful order, inciting disturbance of public peace, in contravention of Section 152, 114, and 113 of the Penal Code Law. Among the 13 defendants named are Ejimoko, Kanu's younger brother Emmanuel Kanu. The magistrate ordered that the defendants be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center pending their arraignment on October 24. This will be all on our English updates. I am Oyofe Ogushola. Center for Yoruba updates is Adetoye Adegberu. Thank you for joining us.
Calm down now. Now the way they look, we don't me they look am. I don't be the close eyes they work now. What did they do you? Kola Alpha. Oh, talk to Kola. But she not believe that she be my only baby. Hello, BC. Ha. She don't cut Kola. Okay, please leave now. Wait see now. What's happen now? Now what she dey do? She go say make I no follow babe talk. Make I no look babe. Impossible. Bro, Sabek, calm down now. Don't mind them. I go call you for phone. No be bro. Hello. Make I no lie you. That babe said she fine. I even call her number. We even come up, but we don't do anything, we just dance.
Bros, what's up with that?
Free on Glow Top Master. Talk for 6 minutes and get 6 minutes free. Plus 50 megabytes of data. Free. Dial star 606 #. New customers also enjoy a welcome bonus. Glow Unlimited.
Are you desiring a future career in nursing science, law, medical laboratory science, public health, accounting, economics, agricultural and rural development, criminology and security studies, and other NUC-approved and accredited professional academic programs? If your UTME score 140 and above, then this information is for you. Admission for all these courses is currently ongoing at the Atiba University, Oyo, Nigeria's fastest growing and cost-effective private university. The university is located in the peaceful, serene, and secure environment of Oyo Township in Oyo State, Nigeria. Hurry now, admission is in progress. Visit www.atibauniversity.edu.ng to apply or call any of these numbers: 081-034-94152, 080-385-79822. What are you waiting for? The future is now.
wonderful world of SureClean detergent. Oh yes, you can have a clean and bright wash with SureClean. SureClean detergent is tough on stains, gentle on your hands, and leaves clothes smelling fresh. Oh see, for clean white and all colors, SureClean detergent makes you shine. As you spread it all, you can see the shine of SureClean brightness. Now, wear your smile with pride and nothing to hide. SureClean detergent makes your family clean and happy. SureClean detergent, happiness with every wash.